guess, for me, because I got a lot of money lying around, and I've been buying. So we'll talk about, obviously the market in this video, some technicals with it, some stuff I've been buying, some things I'm watching, some things I'm looking to buy, and we'll just peep our eyes around what's going on with some other stocks. We definitely have enough to talk about for a little while. But as always, though, let me know below what you're buying, what you're looking at, because I am always curious. Take a look at the SPY really quick. We got daily candles here. I mean, we're down like 15% from this high point. I do want to look at weekly candles though. So alright, so look at this. Last week, or 2 weeks ago, we respected that from the other side. We didn't bounce off it though, which was surprising. I thought we were going to bounce. Last week, we failed it and fell further. And this week, we're like teeter-tottering on this side of it. So, yeah, it's going to be interesting if this week closes below this candle or below this trend line. It's going to be a little bit interesting. That's going to show a little bit more weakness technically. I'm really hoping we get down to like this 360, 350 level. That's when I'll do a majority of my bulk buying. I already started buying a lot of stuff. But, not a lot of stuff, but definitely buying. But I really hope we see that. The market's got to fall another like 10, 15%. But yeah, I think it's definitely possible. The head and shoulders, I guess, played out, but look, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 weeks of red. That's almost 2 months. So this week, if we end in red, that's gonna be so bad. Anyway, go to QQQ. We are dropping. I mean, obviously, but we're bouncing at this like 280 level. I don't think it's that strong. And QQQ, this was kind of the big support area, which it like almost gapped down. You see here, it kind of touched here, but then boom, shot down the next week. What was I gonna say about this? Yeah, there's really no that was the big support right here, and it did not touch it. So I mean, it touched it, but it didn't bounce off it. So we're trying to find a support. Yeah, it did. Looking at this chart, that's what happens when you just go straight up. There's no consolidation period to like confirm some technical levels. Kind of gets dangerous. Let's go to Dow. The Dow has not fallen that much. It's down maybe 15%. Actually, what is the Q's down? I'll talk about Google in a second. The Q's are down like 30%. It's almost double the percentage decrease. The Dow, I mean 260, if it falls another like 15 something percent, that's a pretty nice support. It'll be like in the middle of this megaphone channel. I think that's definitely doable. Even like 300, see a bounce. We got the 305, 307. I mean, yeah, I don't think it looks that bad. The volume also hasn't been super spiky too. Like, look at this. I mean, it's definitely decent volume in comparison, but not as much. Like, go to the Q. I mean, you can just see where all the money is. Look at all this money flowing out of the Qs now. There's Corona there. Huge spike. Basically the same levels as Corona. Volume-wise, I guess, specifically. Let's look at the JDX. Yeah, I mean, this thing gapped down so hard. I didn't lose a lot of money, but the P&L loss, yep. Take a look at gold, silver, some commodities really quick. So gold fell down here, very surprising. Man, it was holding so well in 1925, then boom, just ripped down, but we are holding here. But from like a technical point of view, I don't want it to hold here. I want it to hold above this here, so just a little sussy. There we got silver. Could fall back down to 20, but we had so like literally almost, I guess, a year and a half of support at this like level. And then like what happens, spills over. So now if this fails this level for like a week or two, that's gonna be extra bad because now we gotta fight in between here to get back up to here to then move higher. So not looking good for silver in my opinion. Crude continues to, we're offering at this line a lot of buying wicks at this like $90, $100 level, so people are interested. A lot less volume though in comparison to the move up. And in the interesting, in the move up there was more volume. In the consolidation period there's minimal volume. Interesting. One note about this. Yeah, still got XONE. This thing is wow, okay. really think there would be a pullback soon, but the way that this like economic environment is, and with all the policies and stuff that have been put in place, I mean, I don't see this like ending anytime soon. This oil and the oil move and the oil play. I think the valuation might be a little bit not extreme, but it's getting expensive. I don't know if I'd buy into it, but I don't see a reason to sell though. I'm not gonna milk this, but I just think, man, like everything lining up for all this stuff, or not lining up, but everything's set into place, and there's nothing being done to stop it. So I'm expecting gas to rise a lot. I'm not happy about it, but from my point of view, so I own XONE, yeah, I guess it's okay, but like I don't want to pay more at the gas pump. Like I just spent a pretty good amount of money filling up my truck. I guess I don't have a truck, it's an SUV, but yeah, anyway, very expensive, not happy about it, but not gonna end anytime soon. Let's go to Bitcoin. Bitcoin, wow, failing the 3K. That goes back to 2100, or 2000. Sorry, 20,000. Yeah, I mean, there's nothing here. There's, what is it, 2,500? It might make a support area. But like the big support's at 20K, so. Ethereum. Wow, these things got smoked. Still never bought any crypto. I'm probably not going to. I mean, I remember I was talking about it up here. Yeah, in the October time, November. I mean, like, yeah, it's just, there's so many better assets for me to buy right now. I just feel like I got my plate full. I don't make enough money to buy everything I want to. I mean, I guess that's the thing though, if you make enough, yeah, it's all relative too, like, so yeah, you always make enough money to buy the asset you want. We'll just continue down the watch list, why not? What I'm continually watching Apple. Obviously, this thing fell, actually, wow, like 20-something% in like 2 months. I think it goes a lot farther down. I think we're just, like this isn't really a support area. I don't even know where the support area is, but that's not here. AMD, I had a little trade, but I sold it. I bought it here, and then it fell, then I sold it, whatever, but yeah, AMD. AMAT, yeah, this bounced yet again on this trend line a few weeks ago. I was watching that. Would have been kind of nice to buy it there, but wow, they're increasing their dividend every single quarter, another 3 cents. Interesting. Wow, they like basically doubled it. I think we talked about this maybe. But yeah, I mean, yeah, that might have been a good entry to buy, but I didn't do so. Papa's still falling. This is such a steep slope. Down a lot. Clorox. Yeah, I'll wait for it to hit like 110, and I might get interested. Corsair, $15, kind of finding a support. I think, yeah. So this company, Corsair, Logitech, and Take-Two Interactive. I'm eyeing up one of those to add to the portfolio. I think I'm leaning towards either Take-Two or Logitech. Now, they're obviously not the same company, they're not even competitors, but I want one in, I guess, the kind of a gaming market. I mean, Logitech isn't 100% in the gaming market, but I still kind of consider it to be, like, I wouldn't want to own both in my portfolio, if that makes sense. Like, it's a little bit too close. I mean, at the end of the day, yeah, I probably could own both, but anyway, I might have those, so we'll talk about those in a second. Corsair's on the lower end. EEM, yeah, if it comes down to this trend line, that's 2008 over here. That's a pretty big pattern where it probably should hold. But yeah. Take Facebook off the list. I just like watching it. Google. I almost bought Google yesterday. It was almost at 2K. Maybe this moves up a little bit. Google's down almost 25% from this move, but I've been watching this since we're back here. I didn't want to get FOMO'd into like 3K, but I'm being patient. I wanted it at 2K. Potentially, like, this trend line might be nice. If it falls to 2K, then it goes to like 1500. I'd be happy buying it at 1500 again. I don't think the valuation is bad at these levels, but the opportunity, but I mean, there's a lot of good stuff to be bought, so I'm not like, you know, it doesn't really matter to me. Again, I like buying a lot of other stuff, but Google 2K, hide it up. Would love to get it lower. Being a little patient, think the market. I think we see it. JP Morgan, yeah. If JP Morgan comes down to like this trend line, that'd be super nice, but it's gonna fall another 25%. But even back here, like, I was like, oh, it's gonna fall like 20-30% just to get to the levels I start getting interested. But it didn't. Yeah, we'll see. I guess they have good earnings or something. Why did Nvidia was up 5% today? Nvidia, from a valuation point of view, I think it's getting to a good zone, but there's just so much future expectations baked into it. It's crazy. Okay, I gotta talk about this. One thing about AMD, I remember it was above 120, it was like 120, 125. I was going on the Yahoo conversation boards and stuff like that, and I just like to see what people are saying. And I was just reading this comment, like, you should be thankful. And then AMD is still trading at these prices, and I'm like looking at the valuation, I'm looking at the analyst expectations in 5 years being optimistic, and I'm like, what is this person looking at? I mean, sure, they can hit those numbers and it might get there, but like, bro, like, that's a lot of risk. Like, things are, when it's that expensive, it's more likely to come down. I mean, I'm not saying that because of hindsight, I'm saying that because it's literally true. It's just, like, if something's ripping up that hard, like, literally ripped up, like, almost 100% in, like, a year, like, I don't know. It's very hard. I mean, everyone's got their own valuations in their head, but yeah, anyway. Oh, Realty, eyeing this up. It does not fall, and I'm very surprised this thing does not move to the downside that much. I do want to pick it up lower, though. 55 to 60, possibly. 50 would be great, but this thing is not budging. Gonna jump down to Stag really quick. This is falling, so this, they do like it's an industrial REIT, so they own, let's say, FedEx, like warehouses and stuff, and they lease those properties. It's down like 30%. Waiting for 30 bucks, my friend started buying. We were looking to buy both O and Stag, but he got a little, not hasty, but he just wanted it, and he thought it was a value there, so it's fine. I think I get another 6% discount on it, possibly more. But yeah, this thing, I think when it ripped up to here, I mean, I'm pretty sure we were talking about this on the channel too, like, it's like, oh man, it's getting away, but then it's like, you know, I'm just gonna chill, be patient. The ultimate buy would be this trend line here, maybe like, let's say in like 3 months it somehow drops 20% below 30 bucks, that'd be awesome. I'm not gonna bet on that. I'll bet it going to 30, and that's what I'll pick it up. PayPal, I got on the list. This thing is just, like, technically it looks almost good too, like we're bouncing at like this like 75 zone. Things already dropped. How much this dropped actually? I guess hold on 1 second. Like 70-something%. Been eyeing up Snap-on. Their fundamentals are just super strong, and they can pay this dividend very easily, and they're probably gonna increase it. I don't know if I like buying at these prices. I think my buy price was like 160 or something. Yeah, I mean, actually, wow, look at those candles. So these are monthly candles. Let's get a better view. Like boom, 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 boom. Look at all that selling. Look at all that selling. No, that's a lot of selling, but it's a good company. But I think it's just a little expensive for me. I got space on here. This thing, I just like watching. But where is this going? There's nothing holding this. Like, yeah, this line maybe, but like, there's nothing. There's no support, so it's gonna be interesting. Tesla. We're just watching Tesla to see where it goes. Yeah, that's not Tesla. This is Tesla. Take two. Yep. About if I get it for $100, I would have been happy. I got my opportunity on earnings. It got there for like a second, but now it's up like 20 more percent. I can wait. Yeah, it's not a value for me in this zone. Actually, no, I take that back. It's a value for me below 140. If I'm being optimistic, and I'm like, okay, like super optimistic, but yeah, actually, I take that back. Below 120, I wouldn't mind buying in this zone, but I would rather buy it like $100, maybe 110, but not 120. I gotta go back in the valuation what I thought about this, but it looks pretty spicy. Actually, yeah, I really should buy that. If it gets back to like, yeah, 110. I should just slowly start adding. I bought some more uranium, the U. That was a good price. I got it. My average price is 529. I did buy on this. Okay. There's literally this day. I bought this day. I was like, okay, I'm super cool. Wow. Then I added a little bit more up here. It seems to be holding at $6. But again, if the overall market's like, this probably is gonna get smoked too. Last thing on the watch list is XLE. The energy ETF, yeah, just going higher. Nothing really to see. So actually the market had a pretty good day today. Nothing really dropped too hard. Procter & Gamble's back at this trend line, guys. But to me, this stock is so expensive. Like, isn't this stock like a 30 PE or something? Like, actually, let me see if it says it here. Where are you? 24. I thought it was higher than that, though. Maybe. This thing isn't always correct, but even if it's a 24, that's still very expensive for this very, very, very slow growing company with a very minimal dividend that they can't really increase that rapidly and pay. I get it's a consumer, was it non-discretionary? There's discretionary, I think non-discretionary is the word I'm looking for. Anyway, GameStop ripped up today. AMD, Big Lots, all the things like that people, oh yeah, let's talk about this. Snapchat fell like 40% yesterday. This thing is realistically down like 80 something percent from the highs. Now, like, I'm not, again, this is not hindsight. This is me thinking back to what I said back here. Like, this thing is just so expensive. Like, I don't understand how this company can actually genuinely, consistently make money. I just don't understand. The platform is not designed to make money, and the valuation that Wall Street was putting on this made no sense. I mean, I don't really like the business to begin with, but like, that's just my own little bias. But like, from an objective point of view, how does this company actually generate money? And how, I mean, they might be able to convert their platform in the future to actually be able to generate money, but I just could not find a way, and I don't care. Looking at other stuff anyway. Wow, a lot of things are getting ripped. So I mean, again, this is a volatile time in the market, so like when things shoot down X% and shoot up like X%, like massive percentage points, like more than like 5-6% swings every day, it's a very uncertain market. You can definitely, or I mean not you specifically, but like people can capitalize on these movements and like either get a good position size for like a mispriced stock, or just kind of get these little trades in. But I mean, I'm not trading this, but I am buying a lot of stuff that I want at a pretty cheap value that I think. Sorry, I keep on like jumping on topics, but Disney, look at this. I'm really happy I sold Disney at like 140. I remember buying it at like 190 though, so I mean 198, because I was scared it was gonna rip past 200. Like, wow, what an idiot back then. So but yeah, I still made a trade. I think it was like, was it 120, like 140 or something, whatever. But anyway, this thing's down like almost cut in half. I mean, there's a lot of stuff going on, you know, yeah, like in Florida, just in general, but or I guess even California, but I think mostly Florida, like all that politics stuff. But yeah, Disney falling. I did say at $100 I would get interested. It's at 100. I don't know. And the reason why my opinion changed is, again, because of all the politics and stuff. I don't know if I care. But I mean, the company itself, I mean, I do like the parks and stuff, but my price, from a super optimistic point of view, like if they hit all their targets in 2025, 2026, is 140. So if I buy today, I'm expecting in, was it like 4 years, 4 or 5 years? I guess 4 years. I have to, when I did this analysis, it was 4 years about. I'm expecting like a 35% return. To me, that's, like, I would like to own this company. But my super optimistic point of view pointed there. Right now in this type of market, I feel like there's just better things to buy. And again, I like Disney, the company, I guess, but like, the stock, I think it's just, it's hard. I mean, I used to say it was hard to own back here too, because I just didn't know the valuation. But now that I exited it and I have a more clear understanding of what the valuation from an optimistic point of view that I deemed that it might become, I think it could fall further, and if not, and if it shoots up, whatever. Again, I think there's better opportunities for my money. So I did a lot of buying in Walgreens. I basically doubled the position, maybe more. Probably more. I did a lot of buying. Go to the daily candles these days. I was already buying at $40. Like, this is where I doubled the position. I actually bought a little bit more today. I'm looking at it. I'm like, it's already shooting up a little bit. But the question I ask myself is, if this shoots up to like 50 or 40, 50, 45, or like $50, like, how would I feel? And I'd feel bad because I think this is a great zone. And 40 to like, let's say 43. This lower channel, I think, is, for me personally, again, this is not a buy. I'm not trying to hype this up. I just think this is a great like stock for my portfolio, and I want to buy it. And I don't have the full position size that I want yet. I think I could double this again, the current position size, and I would be happy. So I was like, I'm just gonna buy some more today. And again, if it goes lower, great. But I just don't want it to go higher. Because I don't want to buy it up here. I want to buy it down here. Again, $40 is my buy zone. But I guess I gotta be a little like lenient. So 40 to 42 and a half. Happy buying. Another thing too. Calling it so we got 1, 2, 3, 4 dividend payments this quarter. Real soon they're gonna announce a dividend increase. They can easily pay the current dividend and what's the word I'm looking for? They will be buying back shares. The free cash flow they generate is stupid. The valuation of this company relative to its market cap makes no sense. Like, no sense. I get it's a slow revenue business or growth revenue business, but the PE, the market cap, or the market cap, the free cash flow, the dividend, the share buybacks, like, I don't know. I don't know what people aren't seeing, but I'm okay because I'm gonna buy it until people maybe realize it or I lose money. I don't know. Gotta talk about Intel. Intel's still buying, and my average price right now is $49.33. I've been chipping away here and there at it, but I mean it does stink looking at the P&L. I'm down like 16%, I guess, and like it just stinks. I'm like, I could have all that money in the P&L could have went to like buying it down here, but again, I didn't know. You're not gonna know, but I was happy buying it here. And like I was happy buying like 55, but super happy buying sub 50. Super happy buying 45. I mean, it's getting lower, but $40. I think I'm gonna be patient here. The position size is already pretty large. I don't want to over leverage it too much, but again, if the market's giving me like these $40 or $42, like I'm gonna buy here and there, just to average down a little bit. But big boy buying, I would do $40. And if we see 38, 37, that would be big boy stuff there, I guess. But again, it could go lower than that. It could continue to go lower. I'm not betting on that because I like where it is now. But yeah, did a little more for Verizon buying. Average price is 54. Didn't do too much buying, but it just fell, and I was like, I mean, the market. I think it was like the yield was like 5.4%, and again, I don't love this company like a lot, but giving me that yield in this volatile market, I don't know. It just seemed like I had to buy some. So my friend bought a lot. I'm like, dude, what are you doing? He just wants the dividend and wants something that doesn't really move. And I mean, hey, that's Verizon. It's, I guess, Smith & Wesson was up a lot today. Foot Locker had pretty good earnings. I mean, they kept the 40-cent dividend. Not surprising. They can easily pay it. I still gotta look more into this, but yeah, I mean, I was really hoping it dropped on the 25, but this $30 holding, actually, the 30 was getting rejected so many times, but now it's not. Average price is $34.65. I wouldn't mind increasing it a little bit, but I was hoping to get the 25. But yeah, I don't want to over leverage this in the portfolio. Like, sure, the dividend's a little bit higher and it has more room to go to the upside than, let's say, Walgreens, but I don't know if I want that added risk. Like Walgreens, I don't see that much risk. I mean, both both these stocks are super cheap from a PE point of view. Now I get like Foot Locker especially kind of expecting the earnings to go down a little bit before increasing, and that's a risk again. Walgreens, they're just not going to be increasing the revenue or net income that much. But I'm watching that free cash flow, and I guess more about the EPS, because again, if the EPS or the free cash flow per share increases because they're doing so many buybacks, like, man, that's got some value for me there. So that's but yeah, the reason with Foot Locker again, it's a little bit more risky. Sure, I might be getting a little bit better reward, but yeah, also, yeah, they're 40. Yeah, we literally called that 40-cent dividend. So AG is ripped out, but I still got to hit these gold miners. AG, KGC getting kind of smoked. Where's Pan American? There it is. Pan American. It's such big. Literally would have like 25% gain to now like a 10% loss. Like, it just swings so fast. WPA, wait, no, WPM. I had to buy more of this. I completely forgot about it. Maybe it comes back down to here, but yeah, I don't know. I really should have bought a little bit more because we got a little bit of an opportunity there. I'm gonna quickly go down my investing list. Caterpillar. Oh, it hasn't moved at all. EA. Interesting. Oh, they increased the dividend to 19 cents. HPQ, I don't have that anymore. I just have Intel, so I don't feel like I need both. J&J increased their dividend. What's Lockheed doing? Okay, Logitech. Yeah, so look at Logitech. This is 70-60% decrease, almost. $50 though, that might be the price. I don't like how they pay a dividend, like just invest back in the business. What's Microsoft doing? Microsoft is down about 25%. During COVID it was down like 27%, so it's actually like down almost the same amount. Pepsi, still super expensive. Southern Property doing? Oh wow. Wow. Interesting. What's this yield now? They're down like 36%. 1.7. I would rather buy. Actually, this is quarterly though, right? I think that. Oh, let's say I get it for $100. Duh. Yeah, 6.8%. Yeah, quarterly. Store capital. UBA. I don't think I want UBA. WBA we got. Okay. Yeah. Right now the biggest things that I'm buying and watching, again, not a buy recommendations for me only. Google, 2K, really interested. Probably gonna add it. Would love to add it to the portfolio. Walgreens, I'm looking to increase this. Probably, if it stays in this range for the next few weeks, hopefully I could double the position. Maybe not double, but like maybe a 15 to 25% increase the position. Would be very happy doing so. I don't think we're gonna get that entry in Foot Locker. I feel like, yeah, so I also need to buy probably Take-Two or Logitech. If the price opens up. Oh, Stag. Yeah, again, things fell and they're falling. I don't want to be hasty and enter, and I think I get a little bit cheaper, but I don't want to be greedy either. But yeah, for selling wise, am I gonna sell anything? The only reason why I would ever sell something is, let's say, like KGC. Sure, I'm down a lot. Actually, I'm down like 20-something%, and it could potentially go higher. But like, again, if things fall and like I'm looking at like, okay, I can, let's say, take the money out of this and put it into like WBA at like a super cheaper price. Like, let's say things get really rough and it drops like $30. Like, we fall like 30. Yeah, I don't think I'll do that, but there drops at 30%, $30. Even if I take this for a loss, I would not mind dumping it into something I'm going to be holding for a lot longer time. Again, if that decision does come up, I might rethink and reevaluate that, but those are my thoughts for now. Let me know what you're buying below. Kind of curious. Hope you found this nice, relaxing. Sorry I haven't been posting that much. It's not like I don't want to, it's just, there's not enough time to do all the things that I want to do. And, yeah, I guess that's really it. But yeah, I'm still here. Still hanging out. I'm glad some definitely show me some support and ask me where I am. Because it's like, oh, I gotta do video. Anyway, I appreciate everyone for coming, watching, hanging out, vibing, relaxing. Hope you enjoyed the video. Stay safe out there. Make sure you're being smart with your money.